Hello and welcome back to Farmbiz with Markay. You remember our best, the Rosterio 8 that we talked about exactly 35 days ago. Now there are 5 weeks today. We've already sold half of them because just as I promised we were going to be disposing these birds at day 35. That is at 5 weeks. So they've already started picking them. The one we needed to process, we've processed and sent to the customers. Like I said, you remember I said I was going to raise Cobb 500 or Arbor Acre Plus. But because of the demand, because I know within 5 weeks I'm going to achieve this massive weight. So I had to opt for this Rosterio 8 from Agrited Hatchery. So today, day 35, what I did early hour of today, I took the some of their weights before slaughtering them. Some were already giving me 2.9 kg, 2.8, 2.7, and some 2.6. Though what I selected for this particular customer was 2.7 and above, and they were massive. So imagine 35 days, we are already achieving a very good result. I know we are going to we're going to hit this weight. That was why I opt for this breed, like I said. So I'm really impressed about this. Now when you really look around to see, okay, have we really spent much in raising these birds? Yes, we've spent much, but not as much as it would have been if we were raising to 6 weeks. Now what I keep saying, you can see the size of these birds right now. Now, what I keep telling people, if you want to really maximize profit in broiler production, you shouldn't raise your birds above 6 weeks. Because imagine at their age now, they consume close to 1.5 bag. As from this the 35 till like 6 weeks, the 200 birds will consume about 1.5 bags. So imagine buying 1.5 bag daily to feed these birds. If you don't sell them at day 35, that is at week 5, you'll be losing your profit gradually to feed. Because even when the buyers comes, they may not price the price difference. If they are thought there will be any between that of week 5 and week 6, we be very minimal. So it's not always advisable. This is the point where the profit margin is very high. Please take note of this. If you want to dispose your birds, raise them, feed them very well, so that by 5 weeks they already achieve a very good weight. By that age, then you can dispose them. Because looking at these birds right now, when you see them, you think they are about 6 weeks old. No, they are just 35 days old. So if you've been following us from day one, you know, okay, since the day one that we started, today makes it day 35. So this is it, because we are already disposing the birds. Now when you look at them, like just like the one that I showed earlier, when you look at, you see me tying some of clothing in some of their feathers. Now that is because some individuals, they've already come, selected those ones that they needed, and then I help them to mark to like place a mark on them, so that whoever comes next will not pick those ones. So they've already selected that. Now by day 36, which is tomorrow, you may not see any of these birds here again, because I know they are going to clear the whole thing by tomorrow, because the customer that came today promised to be back tomorrow to clear the whole thing. Now what you do, you know, when you are selling to individual, really it's going to give you much profit, but at the same time you need to like strike a balance. Because when you bring the off-takers or the market women, they will clear the whole thing, but at a lesser price than that of the individual that price that the individual would have paid. With buying feed daily, 1.5 bag will be about maybe close to 40,000 if I'm not mistaken. Now, will you be making that profit on this your birds daily? So you need to strike the balance. So if it's not okay for you, dispose of your bird. Calculate your profit. If you observe that it's okay, move ahead. So that's what I did. Day 35 today, everything by day 36, max day 37, the whole pen will be clear. I'll need to sweep the pen and then clean up the pen. So if I have to do another batch, maybe before Christmas or before the December batch, I still have the chance to do. So this is what I keep telling people, is very profitable. What you should do if you want to achieve this kind of result, this massive weight at the 35, do not economize feed. Now, what do I mean by not economizing feed? Economizing feed doesn't mean just keep packing feed for them. No, otherwise you'll be wasting them. So give them what they can, what you know they can eat per time, while still having the amount of feed they are to consume per day or per week at the back of your mind. This is very important because you don't just need to keep giving them feed. Now, the method I observed, which I already said in my previous video, was 24 hours feeding. I know by day 35 I was going to hit this 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. I was going to hit it. So I needed to feed them very well with quality feed so that I can achieve that result. Because I already promised those my customers that by this day 35 I was going to supply them this massive weight broiler, which I did, and they were very happy about it. And some other people that they even wanted to buy, when they saw the size, they decide to patronize. So that is how it is. It's very profitable. Don't let anyone deceive you. You can go into it, make your money, and then I can decide to say, okay, I won't raise any batch till like December. It's okay. Calculate my profit and then rest. But I can decide to say, okay, after 2 weeks or so, I need to raise another batch. I can. So it's very, very profitable, and it's also flexible. So that's one thing I love about this broiler farming, because whatever thing you spend, you will definitely get it back. Now, is it possible to actually raise these birds at the end? I will really consume from it? No. I've spent some time raising them, both my time, my labor, and all of that. So I should be able to consume some of them and then have a taste of what I've produced. So that is the essence. As a family, the profit will be there when you sell some of them. At the same time, I keep some of them for family consumption, which is very, very impressive. In a way, it helps us as a family. So that's one thing I love about this broiler farming. It's very, very profitable. So I encourage anyone that wants to go into it to go into it. But however, start small. After acquiring the knowledge you needed to acquire, start small so that you grow into it. This is very, very important. Now, this batch has been a successful journey. It has been an enjoyable journey so far, because this is actually my first time that I started making use of a gas brooder to brood my chicks. It was very, very impressive, very, very okay, and stress-free. So I really enjoyed this batch. So like I said, I'll be sticking to gas brooder to brood all my chicks, because it saves me more compared to charcoal, which cost more. So I wouldn't go for charcoal. So what I'll be using henceforth is the gas brooder. Thank you so very much. If you have been with us since day one, thank you so much. This is where we are as at today, day 35. So we are disposing them because their sizes are massive, very, very impressive. Now, did we overshoot the number of bags we were supposed to use to raise this birds till this day 35? Not that much. We didn't really overshoot the number of bags we were to use to raise them. But however, it's worth it, because when I calculated the profit, the cost of raising one bird to this day 35, comparing it with the number of bags of feed that we have used, I think it's worth it. And another thing I don't do, one would have expected. So since I'm disposing, why not just leave them without feed? No, I don't do that. Now, as far as they are coming to pick their birds tomorrow, I want my customer to see the bird as still massive as they saw it. So I still keep feeding them. So I wouldn't say, okay, because they are leaving this pen by tomorrow, so I should reduce the amount of feed I'm giving them. No, though the amount of feed has reduced drastically, because almost half of the birds have been disposed, so has been sold out rather. So the amount of feed will definitely go down, so it won't be as much as what I fed yesterday. Now, another important thing I need you to know, in case you want to process for your customer. Now, you need to stop giving them feed minimum of maybe 7 to 8 hours. Don't give them feed, because they will waste the feed. Because if you are slaughtering them in the next few hours and you give them feed now, the system would have digested the feed before you slaughtering them. No, it will be a form of waste. And at times, when that feed when you are slaughtering the birds, when the feed from their crop get to the flesh, it's somehow difficult to wash it off the flesh. So don't give them feed. If you know, for instance, if the one I slaughtered, I knew I was going to slaughter it, so I gave them like 8 hours off feed. I didn't give them feed till that time before slaughtering them. So by then their crop was already empty, so there wasn't feed in their crop before I slaughtered them. So that is one thing I needed you to take note of. Now this is for the bigger side. Now the smaller, the ones I will call the smaller side, how far about them? Now this is the one I will call the smaller size, because they actually started from here and then moved the bigger ones to the other pen. Now they also picked from here because what we agreed on was a clearance sale. So I check the price, the difference, and then select what the individuals will buy, and then agree with the customer. So by tomorrow, it's still going to clear everything you are seeing here right now, which is the ones I will call the smaller one. Now I took some of these the weights here. Some were like 2.5, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, which is not that bad because they won't all be of the same size. It's normal. You have the shooter, the fast growing one, and then these other ones that are not as fast as the other ones. So it's normal. I should expect it. So this is it. Now, whenever somebody tells you, maybe, okay, can you raise me so number of beds? So you are not to just stock the exact amount of bed that the exact number of beds the customer asks you to raise, and then expect to get that number at the end of your production. No. That can never be the case. So you need to like increase the number so that at the end, after sorting those bigger ones, you meet up that customer's need or expectation. So this is where we are today. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Thank you. If you find this video helpful, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button, like and comment in the comment section below, as this will do a whole lot for us in helping us to grow our channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.